Hello everyone, my name is Sarah. I'm just an ordinary woman living in a small town in Texas. I work as a nurse at the local hospital, caring for others every day. But honestly, I have to admit that I had forgotten to take care of myself. And even worse, I had forgotten about God. I always thought I could handle everything on my own. But one event made me realize how wrong I was. Today, I want to share the story that completely changed my life, a story about love, forgiveness, and the light of Jesus Christ. It was a Thursday, just like any other day. I stayed late at the hospital because of an emergency case. By the time my shift ended, I was exhausted, physically, emotionally, and spiritually drained. My mind was clouded with negative thoughts, unpaid bills, a strained relationship with my husband, and how little time I had been spending with my 2 young daughters. That morning, my youngest daughter said to me, "Mommy, you never play with me anymore." Those words hurt, but I ignored them, pretending I didn't hear. On my way home, the rain poured heavily, and I struggled to see through the windshield. As I drove, tears filled my eyes as feelings of helplessness and loneliness overwhelmed me. Suddenly, out of nowhere, a truck swerved into my lane. The headlights blinded me. I panicked, tried to swerve, but it was too late. I heard the screeching of tires, felt my body being thrown forward, and then silence. When I opened my eyes, I was no longer in the car. I was somewhere else. I found myself in a vast, endless space filled with a warm, radiant light. This light wasn't harsh or blinding. It was comforting, like a loving embrace. All the pain, fear, and worries I carried seemed to dissolve. For the first time in my life, I felt completely at peace. Then I saw him. A figure emerged from the light, and though I had never seen him before, I immediately knew it was Jesus. He walked toward me, his eyes full of compassion and love. Overwhelmed, I burst into tears and said, "Lord, I'm so sorry. I've forgotten you." He reached out and touched me, and at that moment, I felt everything I had done wrong in my life. The times I neglected my family, the moments I let work consume me, and the countless times I doubted my faith. He looked at me and said, "Sarah, I have never forgotten you. I've always been here even when you didn't realize it, but your time here is not over yet. I will show you what you need to do." Jesus took my hand, and suddenly, I was transported to another place. At first, I saw a world in chaos. Families torn apart by unforgiveness, young people drowning in loneliness, seeking meaning through screens but finding only emptiness, cities shrouded in darkness, not because the lights were out, but because the hearts of people had grown cold. But then, I saw light. Small, flickering lights began to appear, coming from ordinary people. I saw a mother praying with her children in a modest home. I saw a man helping a homeless stranger on the street. I saw communities gathering together, sharing their faith and love. These simple acts of kindness and faith spread, illuminating the darkness around them. Jesus turned to me and said, "Sarah, you can be one of those lights. But to do that, you must return. Live with love, share the truth, and bring hope to others." I woke up in a hospital bed. My body ached, but my heart was at peace. The dim light from the ceiling shone into my eyes, and I saw my husband sitting beside me, holding my hand tightly. Tears streamed down his face as he said, "Thank God you're back." For the first time, I realized I had taken him, and my family, for granted. Tears filled my own eyes as gratitude overwhelmed me. I started sharing my story, but not everyone believed me. Some said it was just a dream or a hallucination caused by trauma, but deep down, I knew what I had experienced was real. I connected with my church, joined Bible study groups, and began a new journey of self-discovery and faith. Since that day, my life has completely changed. I've learned to love and forgive, not just others, but also myself. I make time for my family, for my daughters, and for the things that truly matter. I share my story with anyone willing to listen, not to scare them, but to show them that the love and mercy of Jesus Christ are real. If you are feeling lost or alone, I want to tell you this. God has never left you. He loves you. He forgives you. And He is waiting for you to come home. I am living proof of His grace. I am the resurrection and the life. The one who believes in me will live, even though they die. John 11:25. Thank you for listening to my story. I hope it inspires you to find the light in your own life. God bless you.